Are you ready to have your mind blown? Traditionally, Amazon sellers have had to rely on places like Alibaba or other traditional resources to find suppliers. But now, a game-changing, revolutionary new tool is available that will allow us to find high-quality suppliers not only in China, but around the world, vet them, and even identify who the suppliers are of our competitors. But first, my name is Crescent, and if this is our first time meeting, welcome to my channel. My passion is sharing tips and strategies on how you can create a successful Amazon FBA private label business. So if you enjoy videos like this, or especially if you've been around my channel, consider subscribing. All right, let's get started. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced seller on Amazon, finding and vetting a new supplier for a new product has always been a problem. Sure, we can find suppliers on Alibaba or other similar resources, but it's difficult to gauge their production quality or, most importantly, how trustworthy they are. If you didn't know, the company details you see on Alibaba are supplied by the manufacturer themselves and not actually vetted by Alibaba. We can get samples of the product we're interested in, but if you're not aware, the quality of the sample can differ from the quality of the production units. So wouldn't it be awesome if there was some way we can find vetted, high-quality suppliers with proven historical track records so that we can have confidence in dealing with them when putting our own capital on the line? Well, Jungle Scout, the creators of one of the best product research tool suites, has done just that. They just released their game-changing new supplier database tool. The team over at Jungle Scout has gathered all the US import data and organized it into a searchable database so that we can find high-quality suppliers, see who the supplier's customers are, how long they've been actively importing products to the US, what and how frequently they've been importing each month, and much, much more. Not only does this tool let us vet suppliers, but it lets us find suppliers outside of China, including the actual suppliers that the sellers on Amazon are using. Yes, you can actually find out exactly who the supplier is of your competitors. So let's dive right in and I'll show you exactly how powerful this new tool is. Alright, so if you log into your Jungle Scout web app, you'll notice on the left in the menu, there's a new feature here called Find Suppliers. And if you click on the supplier database, you'll have the search bar over here. And there's 3 new ways you can search for suppliers. And the first one we're going to talk about is searching by product, which is the most common way you're going to look for suppliers. So for example, if we're going to look for a can opener, you can just type in can opener. Now you can see a list of all the suppliers here. And what's great is it tells you the name of the supplier, where they're from, and a summary of what they've imported. So for example, Zhejiang Yingde cutting tool has imported 3 shipments since 2015. And you can see who their top customers are and a breakdown of the type of products that they import. And what's great here is going to give you an idea if they're a trading company or an actual supplier. So for example, if we scroll down, these people that make can openers, you can see Global Asia has done 20 shipments since 2015, and their top customers are Tempo and Wiesermazers. And the products they manufacture are electrical products, stone and cement products, iron, steel, and other. And you can see kind of a breakdown of the quantity, right? Now, if you come down here, Guangdong supplies products to Kmart, Wells Fargo, and this one's even crazier. They do Dollarama, Target, Butler. Okay, this one's Continental Conair, 2,200 shipments since 2015. And they do some major companies like Cuisinart, Conair, Target. So you can kind of see how popular or how large these suppliers are based on who they're supplying product to. So Continental Air is a huge supplier and they manufacture a whole array of products here and supply some name brand products. So using this data, you can tell if this supplier is trustworthy and the quality of the type of products that they're able to manufacture. Because obviously Conair, Cuisinart, and like Target, their products are top shelf retail products. So you can be rest assured and have confidence that if you go with a supplier, your product will be of high quality as well. And that Continental Conair isn't going to close down or run off with your money. Now, if you click the View More option here, it's going to show you a shipment history of how many shipments they've been doing by month. So you can see here, month over month, they've been doing 100 shipments, 50 shipments more recently per month. All right. And then if you scroll down, it actually shows you who has been importing what and in what quantity, right? So Conair has been importing ladies' trimmers, aluminum cookware, plastic cutting boards, and sandwich grills, and so on, all right? Now, what you can also do, since we're selling on Amazon, you can go through and see who the actual customers are and what products they're selling on Amazon. So for example, if we take Conair and go over to Amazon and do a search for Conair, you can see the type of products they're selling, and the reviews will dictate the level of quality that they're able to supply. You can see here, these are mostly 4-star, 5-star reviews for their products, and I'm sure you've seen Conair products in your local retail stores. So you can be confident that if you were to go with a supplier to have your products manufactured, your products will also be of high quality. Now, with the recent trade wars with China, some products or materials have high tariffs now. If you're looking for certain products that may have high tariffs or duties, you can filter out China and look for suppliers outside of China. So for example, if we scroll down and untick China and do a search, so you can see here that these are manufacturers of can openers that are outside of China, like here's Taiwan, Great Britain, and Hong Kong, for example. Now, traditionally, we would normally look on places like Alibaba and look for suppliers here. So if we did a search for can opener here, you'll see that it's going to pull up a list of suppliers primarily from China. And if you look through these suppliers, for example, if you looked at this one from Ninghai Shunda, Alibaba is going to show you details about their company. However, the information here is mostly supplied by the manufacturer, so there's no way to really vet them based on this information alone. So I hope you can see how powerful the supplier database is, because now we can look and see who their actual customers are, look on Amazon and see based on the reviews how good the quality of the products are as well, and see how frequently and the volume of the imports that they've been doing to the US, so you can be more confident in dealing with a new supplier. Moving on. So the second way we can look for suppliers is searching by company, meaning you can find who is actually supplying the products for your competitors. So for example, if we go back to Amazon and we're looking at can openers, we can see who is actually the supplier for example, this bestseller on Amazon. So you can see here, the company name is Xylus. However, Xylus may not be the actual legal entity that they're doing business under. So if we go back to the Jungle Scout supplier database and put in Xylus, it says that we can't find anything. So how can we find out what their legal entity is? Well, we can Google it. So if we go to Google and look up Xylus trademark, we can take a look and see what their legal entity name is. So if we scroll down and take a look here, see their party name here is DKB Household Switzerland. So if we copy that and go back and do a search for that in the supplier database, you can see it pops up right here, DKB Household, okay? Total 8 imports, 32 imports. Here we go, 942 imports. Looks like they're a pretty big company. All right, and you can see who their top suppliers are here and what kind of products they've been importing. Another way you can look up what their legal entity is just typing in the name, Xylus, and if they have a website, in this case they do, most of the time on their website, it'll list exactly who their legal entity is. So if you scroll down, you can see right here, it says DKB Household USA Corp. Okay, so if we go back to the supplier database, DKB Household USA Corp. If we click on View More, you can see that they've been importing 20 or so shipments per month, right? So they're a pretty big seller on Amazon, and we can see here exactly what they've been importing. Pepper salt mill, forged aluminum cookware, some baking goods here, plasticware. And what's great is it also shows you the HS code, which is powerful here because it allows you to look up and see what the potential duties are for that product if you're planning to sell it. So what we can do is, for example, copy the HS code. So let's say we're doing this can opener here. Go over to Flexport, type in the HS code here, and you can see that it falls under one of these categories, household hand tools. And if you scroll down, it's going to give you an estimate of what those fees are. So depending on what category, the can opener or whatever product you're doing, it's either going to have no duties or some kind of a percentage here based on what the product is. All right, so I hope you can see how powerful using this search method is, because Xylus is the best seller in this space, and they have 6,172 reviews, 4.5 stars. So I can be confident if I use their supplier that I'm also going to get the top level quality, and that the supplier is reputable, and I can trust my investment with them that I'm also going to get the same service and level of quality. Now, the third way you can use this new supplier database tool is to vet suppliers. So for example, if you found a supplier through Alibaba or some other resource like a trade show of some kind, you can search the supplier with the supplier database tool and see who they've actually been supplying, who their customers are, how often they've been importing shipments into the US, and you can use that information to determine if they're a good supplier for you to work with. So for example, if we go back to Alibaba, and let's just say I found a supplier that I'm thinking about working with, like this one, Wenzhou Catlin International Trade Company, I can go back to Jungle Scout and search that company in the supplier database. I can see here that they've done one total shipment here, and that was back in 2014, okay? Wenzhou Best International, you can kind of see if the address is the same. It's not. Wenzhou only, okay? So I can see here, based on this information, they may not be the best supplier to go with. So if we go back to Alibaba, you can see that their company profile on Alibaba looks pretty good. 4.3 stars, they've done 17 reviews, and they've been around since 2009, but you can see that they haven't done too many transactions or imports into the US. So it may be wise to choose a different manufacturer. So if we choose another one like Ninhai Shunda Rubber Co. Let's copy that and go back to the Jungle Scout and do a search. You can see that they've done 20 shipments since 2015, and they actually supply some pretty big companies, Hamco, Target, and if we take a look at their history, that they've been doing 1 or 2 shipments per month, right? You can see here Hamco is one of their major customers. So what we can do is actually go to Amazon and take a look at the quality of the products that they've been selling, right? So you can see here they do silicone table toppers, baby products. And if we go to Amazon and type in Hamco, here we go, baby bibs. Here you go, right here. Hamco Elephant Piva bibs. So let's take a look here. Sold by Hamco. So if we click that, we can take a look at their entire store. You can see here they have a 4-star review with 1,600 reviews, 4.5 star, 4 star, 4 star. So their products are actually pretty good. So you can see that their supplier manufactures products that are actually of pretty top quality, and that they've been importing a lot month over month, and they're doing really well, obviously, because they're importing these several thousands of these, you can see here the quantity month after month. So not only is this such a powerful tool to help you find and vet suppliers, you can save the suppliers that you potentially want to work with. So for example, if we're looking at the can opener suppliers here, if I found a few that I feel like I want to work with, I can click on the Save Supplier option here, create a new group. And you can see here that it's saved it to the new group can openers. So I can add a few of these suppliers to that group. And if I go over here to my suppliers, I can see here that I have a list of the suppliers that I can contact and potentially want to work with. All right, I hope you can see how powerful this new tool is by Jungle Scout. Not only does it let you vet suppliers, but it gives you peace of mind on your investment, which is often thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. Helps prevent you from getting bad reviews, save money, and have a much smoother transaction and experience with your new supplier. This is the first of its kind, and there's no other tool like this out there, and I've already started using it. The supplier database tool is included with the web app monthly subscription. So if you already have a subscription to the web app, you already have access to the supplier database, so give it a try and start using it now. If you don't, I'll leave a link in the video description along with a coupon so you can save some money should you decide to buy it. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this new tool and if you have any questions. Alright, thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And to make sure you never miss a video, click that bell icon to turn on notifications. There's also a link in the video description to our community forums, which you should totally join. And if you're looking for more tips and strategy videos, click or tap over here. And as always, thanks for watching.